push the car out back like I said I was going to. Run my hose line underneath the door. No way I didn't get all, because man, I'm telling you, it'd been a mess. There's a lot of thick rust there. It looks a lot better. And you can see what it was compared to what it is now, but still got some more to go. I use this disc here. Did a fantastic job. It's brand new when I put it on there. Still looks pretty good. Did all that. And it doesn't take metal off. That's what's good about that one. This one here, that'll take metal off. But the bad thing is it doesn't get down in the pit. So I'm gonna use a wire wheel, run over it real good with the wire wheel, and if that doesn't get it all, then I'm gonna go back to OSFO. But I don't have a sandblaster, so I don't really have that option. I've got the inside sandblaster, but I don't have an outside one just yet. So I can't say that was fun. I'd be lying if I did, but it's part of it, you know. And like I say, you could rust mold it or paint over it pour 15, probably work fine, probably is what a lot of people do, and that's probably what I ought to do, but I'm not. I'm taking this route, and so, you know, we'll see how it turns out, how long it lasts and all. Hey guys, about 1:30. I got the car back in here. It's a hell of a lot cooler in here than it is outside. And one thing I noticed, look at here. Now nothing's been spilt right there, but that's wet. So now it's kind of coming to me. Looks like there's another spot over here. There's nothing been spilt there either, but it's wet. So I got these random spots. My guess is because it rained and so humid that the concrete is sweating up through, maybe. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I had them put, when they put the concrete in, they put some kind of mixture in it that was supposed to make it to where, you know, moisture didn't wick up through the concrete, but obviously in a few places it's still doing it. So my thought is the reason it's so humid in here is maybe because of that. So yeah, it's 74 humidity in here still. It's only 52 outside, so it's quite a bit different in humidity. It's a lot cooler in here, but so I don't know. Sealing the floor may be something I need to actually think about if that actually keeps the moisture from coming up through the concrete, because when I gather when you're painting and doing stuff like that, you really don't want high humidity. So you guys tell me what you think, give me a heads up. Here's what I got done. I got most of the rust off of it, but you can still see, you know, in the pits a little bit. There's still gonna be a little bit. I wire wheeled it real well. About as good as I'm gonna ever be able to get it, I think, as far as wire wheeling and grind, doing all that kind of stuff without taking metal off. Like I said, I don't want to weaken this metal any by grinding it with a 36 grit disc, which would definitely take all that shit off there, but again, it would make the metal a little bit weaker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some plastic down in here, so if that OSFO runs through these holes, it'll drip onto the plastic and I won't get any acid and shit on the trunk there. And I'm going to go ahead and spray that down real good and let it sit for a few hours and come back and maybe reapply some and kind of clean it up, get all that rust killed out of there, and then I'll clean it up with water and dry it off real good, and then I'm ready to shoot primer. So you'll have to read the manufacturer's instructions on the humidity and see what they say about being high humidity, because like I said, 75% seems like quite a bit to me, but I don't know. Guys in Michigan, places like that, probably have higher humidity than that all the time. So anyway, all right guys, I'll bring you back when I get some OSFO in there and get to you know, get that going. So see ya. Alright, looks like it's pretty wet. I'm gonna go ahead and run a brush over it while I'm here, and then I'm gonna go take lunch, let it set up. Hey guys, I want to show you this real quick. I'm digging this. Turn this. 91 degrees outside, pretty warm. It's 75 in here. That's pretty awesome. That means all that insulation work obviously panned out pretty good for me, and that fan's probably not hurting either. So yeah, pretty happy about that. Got the doors closed, 75 degrees, man. Until it gets up around 80, I'm not opening these doors. Only thing I can figure is it's gonna make it hotter in here if I open the doors. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that. I thought that was pretty awesome. So pretty impressed with that. So all right guys, see ya. All right, I got it blown apart again. Hopefully this is the last time to blow it completely apart like that. I was gonna show you where I osmoed that. I osmoed that however many days ago it's been. 2 or 3, maybe more. But yeah, it turned it all black. And so what I gotta do now is spray it with more Ospo, reactivate that. I'll probably let it sit on there for about 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it really good and dry it and everything, and it'll be ready for primer. So but yeah, I got to get that off there because the SPI epoxy doesn't go over. You can't just, I guess a lot of products you can just spray over, but SPI you can't. So that's only one downfall I see to that. And I think SPI puts maybe some acid in their product. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. But obviously the acid reacts with the other acid if you just leave it on there. So you got to make sure you get all the acid off there and then, you know, put it back on. So anyway, but yeah, if it has acid in it like I'm thinking it does, then you spray it over, and if you miss a little bit, then that acid in the product is probably gonna kill whatever else rust that you missed. So anyway, so well, she's about as good as it's gonna get, at least for me doing it. It's all blacked out good. Once I get this all off there, I'm gonna go ahead and go back over that with like 80 grit and see if I can't remove a little bit of the black. But regardless, if not, it's getting primed. So anyway, that's what we got. Instead of cleaning that acid off there, it's gonna be a pain in the ass, but especially with all this. And you can see it ran down the car here and into the floor, but I'll have to reactivate all that probably as well. At least clean it off there and get it off, because I got to spray that epoxy primer over that. So if there's acid residue left on there, it's gonna not be good. So I got to do a pretty thorough cleaning job on this. So, all right, I'll bring you guys back. See ya. All right, guys, this is number 5. I've been over this 4 times with water. Drenched it like I'm doing here, where it's running out and down and making sure that all the acid is rinsed off. Kept the acid wet for about 5 or more minutes to make sure it reactivated the other stuff. I know it sounds like a pain in the ass, but it is. But got to get all that acid off there so that the epoxy will stick. We'll not do this to the outside panels because they don't need it. Not all rusted like this. So just for these inner panels, get them sealed up good. So we can try to inhibit the rust as long as possible. And after this, I'm going to blow all this dry real well, and then it's ready for epoxy. Mix epoxy up, let it induce for 30 minutes. I'm going to clean it with the wax and grease remover, and I think I have to let it dry for quite a bit. 30 minutes, I want to say, maybe an hour. I need to review the tech sheets, but anyway, yeah. I'll bring you back after I dry it off and give you an idea what it looks like completely done and ready for what I would consider ready for primer. If there's a better way to do it, you guys let me know, because yeah, this is a lot of work. So, alright guys, I'll bring you back in a minute. Alright, here's what we're looking at. I went ahead and cut that channel out there that was all rusted out, and went ahead and fitted that other piece back in there. Like I said, it gives you the holes, like a half semicircle, to line those up, so it makes it kind of nice. The metal turned out pretty nice. Is it 100%? No. I mean, unless you replace the panel, it's not going to be. But yeah, I mean, that's just pits. It's not really rust, so it's about as good as it's going to get. Same with that. And you can tell this side was obviously more rusty than that side because it's way more, you know, those are little, like I said, just pits. That's a lot cleaner over there. So obviously this had more rust, more water damage than the others. All right, there's what we're looking at. That's clamped underneath. I think what I want to do, because this is so close to the edge of that channel, I think what I'm going to do is cut a little bit more of this back. That way, when the water runs off of it, it'll have, you know, it'll have somewhere to, because right now it could get back up underneath this lip to me because it's too close, you know, to the edge there, and that's lined up where it's pretty much supposed to be. So, all right, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I feel like I got quite a bit done. That panel was a lot of work, but it's pretty much ready for primer. I got to figure out that channel, and now I'm thinking about going ahead and putting this channel in too while I'm here like this. Get all that lined up on this side before I start priming, then I can prime it all together. So might save me a little bit of time, headache. So, all right, we'll see what happens, what I do. Fire station tomorrow, so give me some time to think on it. And yeah, not too bad. pretty happy with that. A lot better than it was. So, all right, guys, you guys have a go. I was going to tell you on the air lines, I started getting a little bit of water condensation through water through my lines here at the last. Now I've been running that compressor pretty much non-stop all day long, and so getting quite a bit out of that. I actually got some out of that drop right there. So yeah, I probably spoke a little too soon yesterday, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know if you're ever going to keep all of it out. I guess, you know, I don't know. But yeah, the humidity deal over here, I was thinking about this a while ago. 75% humidity. Well, I just run the water out of that a while ago. Well, it's pretty humid right here next to that, and that may be part of the issue too. So yeah, letting all the water out of this, that's probably why it's more humid in here than it is out there, because I'm constantly draining the compressor and all that. So if I was to actually open the doors and let the breeze through here, it'd probably clear some of that out. I may try that next time I'm in here. But I do like the fact that it stayed quite a bit cooler in here than it is outside, even with the doors closed. So, all right, talk to you guys later.